Guess who's back? Oh my gosh, guys, I know I've been gone forever, long time no chat. To those still subscribed, thank you, I love you, because I've been gone forever. Life has hit me like a train and I've just been cruising. And little life update, I guess, before we move in. If you are not OG subscriber and you don't care about life updates, you can fast forward this section. I totally get it. I don't really care about life updates if I don't know you either, but let me just give you all that. So first off, I just want to say my throat is really dry. Life update, I have 3 semesters left of school. I'm excited. It's like this close. I went through a huge, really mental battle where I had to fight, this is about to get unintentionally deep. I had to fight my Christianity versus me as the person, my Kia, and it was really hard for me because I battle a lot internally, and I'm still learning the Bible and God, what he has for me in my life. And so I'm still trying to see how my religion fits into my life without having that. And it's not about fitting, it's my life, right? It's about me fitting into God. But like I said, full transparency, I still struggle with that. And I was having a mental battle where I couldn't find my confidence as a Christian woman. I didn't think I was beautiful. I didn't know how to be sexy still while being a Christian. And I really do think I'm a beautiful, attractive woman. So it was hard for me to be that when I was deep in my Bible, and I still am deep in my Bible. I'm really trying to better myself, but there's certain things that I do that probably aren't Christian like, so I'm still battling that. Aside from that, I was going through a little bit of depression, but I'm okay now. I have to take time away always when I do that. Like, I made a TikTok, I'm probably gonna post it soon, so you guys will see that if you follow me on there. It's the same name as this channel, milashaesworld on TikTok and Instagram, so follow me there too. You have to request it because it's private, but follow me because I love y'all. But I did a TikTok and I was like, it was never that serious, because when I tell y'all I almost changed my phone number. I archived my photos at one point. I just started archiving them. I had to delete my Instagram and stuff off my phone, not the pages, but them off of my phone. I'm like, girl, you're OD. And then I almost deleted TikTok. That was way extreme. I almost gave up completely on filming content for YouTube and such because I feel like the platform was getting oversaturated. And then I just realized there can be 1,000 advice channels, but there's not one you. And that's the uniqueness and beauty of it all. And you guys, the ones that subscribe to me, find a connection with me, and you guys actually connect with my content, and that means something to me, and that tells me that I'm not off and giving my advice. Somebody needs it, somebody needed it, and if I can provide advice and give somebody something that they need to hear, then I'm doing my job. I'm doing part of my passion, part of my mission here on earth. Anyways, I'm done blabbering. I don't even know if I'll put that in this video, but let's get started with today's topic. What is up, baes? It's your girl milashae, back in the cut with another video. Today is an advice video specifically for my girls, so stay tuned in, ladies. Guys, sorry about this. Maybe you can help a woman in your life by listening though. Today I'm going to talk about how to become the type of women that you admire, so the type of women that we look up to and inspire to be. How can you become that woman yourself? I feel like I got a good handle on this because I truly believe that I am now a woman that I once admired. So let's get into it. I do too really quickly want to say sorry in advance if I look tired in the eyes. It's almost 8 o'clock and my bedtime is 9:30, so I'm used to going to bed pretty early these days because it keeps my mind really sharp, and I usually wake up at 5 a.m. well 4:30 to get ready for the gym. Anyways, that's not today's discussion. Not today's discussion, yeah. Step 1 into how I became the women I admire was self-care. I don't have to dive too deep, I feel like, into self-care. It's literally just taking care of yourself. It really ties into the type of women I admire always cared about their appearance. Not to feed into any type of stereotypes or to feel like women always have to be 100%. I'm not 100% at all times, but I do make sure when I'm going out to dinners, things like that, that I look my best self, because honestly, it matters. Your appearance matters. As a woman, I feel like it's really good to uphold yourself a certain way. Sometimes I do leave the house in sweatpants, not a bonnet though, so Auntie Monique, you know, we here, sis. But you know, I will leave the house in sweatpants. I love sweatpants. I love a good sweatpants pajama combo. I'll be at the grocery store in my gym clothes because I just left the gym and gotta get groceries, so like I get it. Okay, when I say appearance, I mean just looking good when you're going somewhere important, at least. Okay, and self-care means taking care of your hair, taking care of any type of body hair that you usually wax, taking care of exfoliating every other day. I exfoliate my skin every other day. Taking care of your skin. I currently have on makeup, but I'm trying to get rid of my hormonal acne, so I do skincare in the morning and in the night routine, 2 separate routines. I think that's really important. But aside from skincare, of course, it will be making sure you get enough sleep and enough hours of sleep in the day. I make sure I get at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep. That's my sweet spot. When I get 8, I feel too tired the next day, like I didn't get enough sleep, oddly enough. So just know your sleep schedule. You know, self-care is so much. Self-care is taking care of your finances. To me, that's really important. I budget monthly. Financial or fiscal responsibility. You know, my family wasn't the most fiscally responsible, so I am learning how to manage money, and that's something they don't talk about in like high school and college. So you really learn that just through life. And like I'm thankful for TikTok and YouTube and platforms like this, because I've learned money management, which I also think is a huge part of self-care, because you're less stressed when you're on top of your bills, your finances, and everything is taken care of because you planned ahead. So first one, self-care / like money management / like physical appearance. Okay, that's number 1. My next tip is to invest in some high quality clothing pieces. I'm not saying buy Skims or Savage X Fenty, but I'm saying invest in a few high quality pieces because they're gonna pay off in the long run. We can't all build our closets overnight. I know I cannot. If I could, don't know that I really be working my 9 to 5 if I could. I definitely recommend buying a few high quality pieces, 1 piece at a time. It really helps build up your closet, and eventually you'll be able to mix your high quality with, you know, like your low to mid quality pieces, and you make some bomb outfits, and you'll have clothes that last like a couple years. And honestly, if I can get at least 1 year's worth of a wear out of jeans, that's a win for me. But I've purchased some high quality jeans for like $60+ sometimes $100 and so, and I've had them for like 3+ years. So high quality clothing pieces is another way to become one of the women that you admire. I do recommend, if you're on a budget, some high quality pieces that you can buy. Just start off with maybe like shopping at Express. They have really nice bodysuits, and they're not too expensive, but they're still high quality. American Eagle has really nice high quality jeans, but sometimes they go on sale. They're like $24 sale right now, I believe, going on. The jeans are normally $60+. I paid like $120 for a pair of jeans out of there. Sometimes Fashion Nova, but they're hit or miss. Skims has great bodysuit. If you're looking for some investments in like your underclothes, Savage X Fenty is great. There's so much I could go into, but we'll do that for another video. Next, I'm gonna say intellect, because your brain matters. Okay, whatever you do up here transcends. I feel like beauty, I said this in a video before, so don't at me, but beauty really comes from the inside. So once you do all that internal work and you bring it outwards, you start to feel everything in your body shift, and you start to notice your physical appearance shift too. Like, I felt more beautiful the more I worked on myself inside. Okay, you could do this in the form of journaling. I love praying. I pray a lot, and I'm imperfect as heck. Okay, I'm just gonna make that statement. I'm imperfect as heck. I'm no model Christian, model citizen, model nothing, but I pray a lot, and it really helps me. I say affirmations in the mirror. I'm actually looking at myself in the mirror right now because I have a mirror next to me in the corner of my room. I say affirmations in my mirror or in my bathroom mirror when I'm washing my face, just to let myself know, like, you got this, we got this, you're good, you're beautiful. But like I said, you have to do that internal work. Read some books, watch some TED Talks, watch podcasts. I love podcasts. They really help make me feel a little bit social. It's hard for me because I work from home and I don't get out much, but that's changing very soon, fingers crossed. I don't get out very much and things like that, but this year I want to be more of a social butterfly like I used to be, like taking myself out and stuff. Being back in my hometown is so weird. When I was in Arizona, I just felt a little bit more free to go out, people didn't really know me, so I didn't care about eating alone and doing stuff like that. And it's a little bit harder here, but I'm gonna get back in the swing of things because that's just how I am, and I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, I don't care who with me and who not with me. So build up your brain, read those books, watch those podcasts. It's so amazing how much you can build up your new vernacular just by reading things, learning new situations. You become more situationally aware, building up your emotional intelligence. I do recommend reading about positive psychology and emotional intelligence. These are two great things that really help you tackle boundaries, tackle taking internal looks and doing the internal work on yourself first, because a lot of times when you struggle with your confidence or when you feel like you're in a rut, it's because you don't know how to do that internal work, and you might have a hard time looking at yourself and saying, maybe I'm the problem and maybe there's an issue within me, because sometimes as humans we all are imperfect and we all do have our faults and places that we can improve on. So I think it's really important to do internal looks first before we start blaming the world around us and external factors, because sometimes there are things that we can do to change and to make our lives work for us and make life happen for us and not to us. Because when I'm in a rut, I always feel like life is happening to me and that I can't control my circumstances. But when I get out of my rut, I stick to my routine and things like that, and I really work on my brain, I keep my brain functioning most importantly, then I feel like life can happen for me again, and I start to feel more optimistic. And another amazing value of a woman that I admire is optimism. She's always optimistic, she's always understanding and faithful that things are going to work out for her good, and she's happy about what's to come, and she's optimistic about her future. That's what I admire in a woman, and so that's what I want to become, because I admire that and the type of women I look up to, like the Michelle Obamas and etc. You know, your intellect is also building that relationship capital, so networking is really key and important. I'm really gonna work on this my hardest this year, because I have learned that it is who you know sometimes, not what you know, and it's important to have that relationship capital and make sure you're marketable in this world. You need to know people and you need to have connections, okay? Because one day you're gonna have to turn around, you're gonna be a room full of people, you know, as well off as you are, and they're gonna be like, okay, I have this, and this. You know, I can get our person to this and to do this. I can get this person to do this. I can get this person to do this. And you're gonna be like, I don't have any connects. I don't have any network. Well, that's what relationship capital is about. Anybody that's admirable that I know literally has the most odd connections that I never would have thought of. And I'm like, how do you know these people? And it's because you have to make your energy and your spirit so welcoming and so inviting that people want to get to know you, or that people just naturally attract to you. And it's not anything that you have to do. You don't have to do the most for people to be attracted to you, because your natural energy is just enough. It's just perfect. It's just sweet. This next one I don't have to say a mouthful on. Please don't flaunt what you have. Be humble, okay? I could have bragged on, oh, I got this and this. I'm 23 years old. I don't got no kids. I got an apartment. I got a car, all this stuff. No. Do not brag, because as quickly as something is given to you, it can be taken away. You have to be humble, okay? Don't be showing off, flaunting everything. There's people who are less fortunate than you. Most importantly, I'm going to tag on to that, is that you need to be giving back in some kind of way, okay? I cannot always tithe, okay? Because until I'm in a certain financial range, I can't tithe like I want to a church. So my form of giving back is occasionally I'll go to like feed my starving children, or just volunteer somewhere where you can. We have like Morning Star missions in my area, so like little homeless shelters that you can go to, and you can help them prep breakfast for the homeless people, and you can serve the food. So doing different things like that in your community actually is a way for you to give back. Like, you want to in some way give back and be a servant, but not necessarily a servant. I don't like that term, because it means you're under control of somebody, but you want to really give back and surrender yourself to helping your community too. You want to give back. You want to be philanthropic. That's what I'm trying to say. Be philanthropic as much as you can, because giving back to your community is a beautiful thing. And you know, sometimes we want to run away from the communities we grew up in. At the same time, I want to give back to like the little kids in the community and stuff like that, or the people who are actually trying. This next one I really have mental battles about, because I said maintain the mystery to a certain degree, okay? The type of women I admire, or how I became the kind of woman I admire, I do maintain a certain form of mystery. What this really is just about discernment, okay? Secrecy and mystery are not the same thing, okay? So I'm not saying be deceptive. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just simply saying that a woman who is admirable for me has a level of mystery, meaning I don't know every single thing about her life, which is what keeps me interested and keeping me looking up to her, because I'm like, wow, she doesn't put all her business out there. That's so admirable, because I know women who like tell all their business, and or the whole streets know their business unintentionally because they're messy and they're not moving correctly. And you need to maintain a level of mystery and secrecy, but don't be too secret and don't be deceptive, okay? Mystery is really just a form of protection so that your plans and things that you have for your life are blessed and no mess comes in between that, okay? So like I said, have discernment, know what to tell and what not to tell. Nobody needs to know your entire life plans. Like me graduating, that's public knowledge, so I didn't care about like sharing that. Like anybody could easily know that. I've talked about being in school before, so I don't really care about that. But there's just certain things that people don't need to know about your life. Like I would never come on here and say who I'm dating. I'm not dating right now, but like I would never come on here though and say like who I'm dating. Shoot, y'all wouldn't even meet a man on this channel, because until there's a ring on my finger, nobody's coming on my channel, period. And I'm not doing no family channels, so I definitely wouldn't be doing nothing like that. I'll never say never, because I do love creation, but I don't know if I would exploit my baby just for a check. No, I do eat the family channels up. I be watching like unintentionally, because they be my favorite couples, and then they get pregnant, and then I'm watching family channels like that. But like I said, be mysterious. Everybody don't need to know your business all the time. You know, keep everything on a little hush hush. Only tell what needs to be told and what you want to tell, okay? Like, yeah, be smart. Next, I'm going to say you have to balance being strong and feminine at the same time. This one, it was hard for me initially to transition into this. There's nothing wrong with a man helping you. I want to say that, because there's some woman out there who has had to be tough her whole life, or was raised by a strong woman, or was raised by a strong man in her life, and didn't really get to see what it's like to just be operating fully in your femininity. I haven't yet had a man who really, have I? I've probably had one. I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't had any, but I really haven't had, I haven't had really a lot of men who made me feel like I can operate in my femininity around them. And so now when men offer to like grab something up on a high shelf at the grocery store for me or something, or they unrack weights, that actually just happened for me recently, like unwrapped weights for me on a machine I was about to use. It's stuff like that that is like, I don't know how to react sometimes, because it's hard when you're so used to operating your masculine. You have to do the work, and you have to seek therapy, and you have to help yourself learn that it is okay to be feminine. No man, I'm not gonna say no man, your man does not want to be with a man when he's with you, okay? He wants to be with a woman, a soft, nurturing, feminine woman that just makes him feel like he can be calm, that he can be relaxed and everything. So for me, it was really important to learn how to operate my feminine energy, because I admire women who move with grace, and women who just like, they just have this aura about them that's just so calm. I don't really admire too many masculine women that seem like overly strong or have almost like this male dominance, like besides their physical features they're a man. Like, no, I don't admire women like that, because I feel like operating your femininity is okay. We look so down on this, and we talk so bad about women who are just really feminine naturally, and I think it's a beautiful thing to be feminine, and it shouldn't be made fun of, because that is actually a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing thing. I fluctuate. I feel like I have a really nice balance and a mix between my masculine and feminine energy, and it just really helps in life. I've noticed a huge difference, I guess, in the way that I'm received, and things come to me a little bit easier. I'm also gonna say have manners and be respectful, okay? Respect is a big thing. You have to treat everybody the same, no matter how much they make, what they look like, what they do for a living. That is admirable to me, treating everybody the same. I see a homeless man on the street, I'm gonna treat him the same way I would treat Bill Gates, you know what I mean? Like with the same level of respect. The homeless man doesn't need to be spat on, talked bad down upon. We don't know their situation. You need to be respectful and have manners always. That means tipping your servers, being kind to your waitresses or your waiters, being nice to the barista at Starbucks who's making your drink. If they make a mistake, just bring it up nicely, because I do that. I'm like, you know, sorry, but you guys missed this. Can I get another one, please? Or, you know, can you toss this and remake it, please? And yeah, and I sometimes actually tip my Starbucks baristas, because that's a thing now where you can tip them. So I do actually tip them sometimes when they get my order right. When they don't, I get peed off. I'm just like, nah. So I still have my moments, but I don't go off on them. And I think that's something that I also find admirable about women, is like, the women I admire, they're not rude, they're not disrespectful, they treat everybody with like a certain level of respect. And like, even if you get them upset, they're still very calm and respectful. and that's what I admire. Like, you basically never want to let anybody get you out of your character, and your character should be very respectful and well-mannered is what I'm trying to say. And I kind of already said this, but make sure you're being supportive and being a safe space for people around you and people in your corner and in your network and in your friend group. I think being supportive is super important because this also helps build that relationship capital. So it's not like you're being disingenuous by doing this. It's just a good characteristic to have by being a supportive person, you know, because you never know when you're gonna need that support. So support people, because one day you're gonna need it and you're gonna wish you had supported people. Then these next 3 things I wrote down are just things that I want to work on that I feel like will help me become more like the women I admire. I said standards. Okay, so understand that you have standards, stand in your boundaries, and stand on your words always. Okay, never let anybody stray you. Be choosy in your dating. You want to take the form of a wife, because that's what will make you admirable. So become more wife-like and build more wife qualities within yourself, because when you operate in that, then you'll actually attract a different kind of man. And then have biblical consciousness, and don't be led astray just because of desperation. So those are my last 3 things. This will end off the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have a day filled with peace, positive, oh my gosh, I forgot my outro. Hope you have a day filled with peace, love, positivity, good music, and chill vibes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, virtual besties.